Let's see here. Looks like I'm on my way up through this mess. Hopefully I can make it. I actually think I already might have gone there. I think the game lost progress again. It's hard to tell when it saves. I'm sure there's an icon somewhere, so it's technically telling you, but like, I really miss being able to physically save the way that you used to. Even if you're not allowed to load your save, it'd be nice to be able to like save and quit. What did he just say? Did he just say what's going on with my mirrors? What does that mean? Was I losing mirrors? They're pretty full right now, all things considered. Alright, so my goal here. Do I have nuts to trade? Kinda. Let's do a quick little detour to trade some nuts. Which might not even be worth it, honestly. And you know what? It's not. Actually... got healing items on hand. Oh, I'm stuck. No, don't get stuck! Ah! Oh, it's me missing. Man, using one keyboard for 8 years and then having it break and having to get a new keyboard, it's really fucking with me. This one has such a completely different form factor. And I just lose WASD sometimes, which is disastrous. My typing is much worse than it used to be. Okay, so they were to the left. I remember this place.
A coward. Always been a coward. Oh, how I hate it.
Dankovsky, it's you again. How can I help you? I've been to the Tremel. Spoke with Yulia Lirasheva. She said you wanted to expel her from the town. Expulsion is too strong a word. We simply no longer require her way of thinking. She is free from any obligations to us, and thus she has no reason to stay in the town. Yes, that's what they call expulsion. That's what Yulia says. I understand. She is hurt. It feels very bitter when desires clash with reality, but reality is a stubborn matter. Yes, but it's not reality that's sending her away. It's you personally. You can choose not to expel her. Sending her away whoops. I can. But why would I make such a decision? Because you've pleaded with me on her behalf? I'm sorry, but that's not enough. And why are you advocating for her in the first place? What is it that she promised you in return? Nothing. Does one need a reason to help someone in trouble? I think one does. If you are suggesting that you're asking out of the kindness of your heart, that's amusing. Do you really think I'll believe that? I have studied you well, and it's not in your nature. Tell me, what do you hope to get out of it? I hope to understand why she has fallen out of your favor. You seem to forget where you are and who you're talking to, Dankovsky. I have made my decision, and nothing and no one will make me change it. Is that clear? Taking your frustration out on a woman, that's petty. And I'm got distracted by my sinuses. God damn it. Taking out your frustration on a woman, that's petty and unbecoming, don't you think? Regardless of her offense. That woman of yours has caused 18 people to get severe mental issues with what she's constructed. And I'm not saying it metaphorically. Those are literal medical issues. That feels like a weirdly translated line. Or at least it's just the writing kind of seems shit for it. Has caused 18 people to get severe mental issues. It's like, there's better language for that. That's awkward to phrase it that way. Do you mean 18 people including yourself or besides yourself? I'm not telling you anything else, Dankovsky. All I'm saying is you're walking on thin ice. Very thin ice. Think carefully before you take the next step. So what are you going to do? Expel me from the town? Really, Dankovsky, what is all this about? As far as I know, you have a lot to do today. I'm not sure why you are wasting your time on a pointless discussion. Is there nothing more important than Lyubacheva's request? She's no relative of yours. Forget her and do some actual work instead. It seems the discussion is indeed pointless. That's queer. Yulia told me that you were the most sensible of the Kains. She must have been mistaken then. Just picking fights with people at this point. Who else can I talk to here? So Rubin, Yulia. We fulfilled our promise of pleading on her behalf at least. You're always welcome here. Peter is in high demand today. He escaped his crowd of admirers to be the quietest place in town, the cemetery. Uh-oh. The quest is still pointing me back there? Oh no, am I gonna lose serious progress to quest logic? I already diagnosed her. I thought the quest was pointing me... I thought that I diagnosed her, right? And then the quest pointed me up here. Oh no. This is why I'm always iffy about games that have Western RPG sensibilities, but then have, like, want to restrict your save in some way. This was the struggle I had with Kingdom Come Deliverance, with its stupid save system, was that sometimes it's just like a jankiness to figuring out the logic of a quest and what its actual triggers are, and you'll do the steps that the story is seemingly pointing you at, but sometimes you might completely fuck up the quest logic in some. Oh, you had to click on that guy. You had to click on that guy before you walked out of the building. Now it's all fucked up, and that can just be such an unsatisfying reason. The platonic ideal of these kinds of systems is always, you got to live with your decisions. Like you're playing the Walking Dead Telltale game and you have to live with your choice of Curly or Doug and stuff like that. But the reality is frequently, the quest broke. Fuck. And then not being able to, and then you either like load an old save and save scum like crazy and replay the last hour of the game to sort of finally get the thing to go and be like, okay, there we go. Because it wasn't really a decision. You didn't make a choice between two things and then should not be happy with the choice you made. You just like unknowingly or even in other janky or strange ways just sort of like didn't do the quest somehow, despite that being all you were trying to do and you thought you were listening to what you're supposed to do, and for some reason something somewhere didn't progress somewhere and you're not sure where. That's often what happens. My go-to example is always like in Kingdom Come Deliverance is a part where you can like try to stop people from attacking these like witches doing a ritual or whatever. But I was like fighting the people that were fighting the witches, and I was like circle strafing, and I was managing my distance. I was backing away in a slow circle with my sword while taking shots at them, because that's like me playing defensively in a melee combat game in first person. Is you kind of slowly walk backwards a little bit to control striking distances and so on. It also works like Dark Souls and Skyrim and so on. Like, you want to control the spacing of the fight so you have a better chance of not dying. I walked over some invisible trigger line that counts as me running away and fleeing, and so it just like faded to black, and then all the witches were dead. And I'm like, I didn't flee. I was literally fighting the guys right then. And it's like, but the quest logic is immediately like, nope, you failed. And it's like, there's a lot of like, it's just, there's a lot, it's, at its worst, these kinds of quests can feel like point and click adventure games of the LucasArts era that are famous for having just moon logic and stuff like that. We were like, wait, no, the quest didn't progress? What happened? But anyway, unnecessarily long rant, but I'm just like, potentially just fucked up all of today because, yeah, no one will talk to me. So I came all the way here to plead Lyrisheva's case and nothing else. Shit. The whole point was to double up on the tasks. Hello.
If you tarry, you will die unshriven.
Ah, it's you. I wanted to ask if you managed to speak with the Kains, but I can see from your face that you did. Yes. Unfortunately, today I'm the messenger bearing bad news. I could try again, or speak with Georgie. No, don't bother. I don't know what I was hoping for. I thought that if they appointed you head of the plague response, they'd at least listen to you. This sounds terrible, but I'm almost glad the town is closed off. If it gives me time to say goodbye to it. As for you, I wish you luck with your escape. Victor said you pulled some sort of trick, and because of that, 18 people lost their minds. What did he mean by that? I don't know. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. He was on edge, and he seemed to let something slip. When I pressed him, he bristled and refused to say more. I'll be honest. I had a better opinion of him. Victor seemed like the reasonable Kain, the only true sane one among them, and now he's just making up facts about me. A sad sight. Something doesn't add up. Victor really does come across as an extremely pragmatic man, but when I mentioned you, his expression changed completely. I wonder if this means that she's lying to us, and she did do something, or she did something but doesn't know what she did, like her architecture is causing psychic damage to people somehow, or if he's being compelled in some way by a third party via leverage or mystical means, and so he's acting out of character. The Kains flatly refused to forgive Lyrisheva. Maybe I didn't try hard enough. I need to break it out to Yulia. Weird. Like, break the news to Yulia, but it says break it out to Yulia, and there's no punctuation. Just like a... Looks like there's actually usually not punctuation. Yeah, at the end of these statements. Fatalism. Lyrisheva didn't really believe I could succeed, but she's grateful that I've tried to help her. Well, I guess there's that. That's at least a quest resolved, but oh god, not the main one. We can still try to look into Reuben and the cemetery, but like if I have to go here, then here, then here, then all the way back up to here to finish that, like that's a problem for me. Let alone trying to test the sample. Well, there's no direction but forward. I almost wonder if it's worth it to go for the lab. keep trying to click on things from the map, but I have to actually be at a transition point to do that. I wonder if it might be in any way more efficient to go to the lab first, do the lab, and then not... Because then I maybe don't have to worry about going back there? Huh. I only have 2.5 hours. Well, for now, we gotta go south. Looking for red things.
The town dribbles.
We boost! Travel time half an hour. I think this is triage mode where I have to choose. Travel time 40 minutes. 14 minutes, because that's just through the zone. I think I just gotta go for it. Okay. Let's try to deal with Reuben, because we want Reuben to not be dead. That's one of the biggest goals today, arguably, is removing him from the list of dead people, if I can. On this way, apparently.
Halt knows this one. I will not let you through.
See, I'm not 1000% sure what that stuff means. Oh, does it just make me slower? I think it did some health damage that time. Right, I'm out of torches. Matches. Okay. Story saved. Oh. Hi. They killed him like an animal. Don't you get it? He went out for water, and as soon as he stepped over the threshold, someone slit his throat. I've never seen so much blood in my life. He's still lying there in a puddle, eyes open, staring at the sky. Fuck. I should have come here earlier in the day, huh? Bloody beasts. People like that need a muzzle and a leash. Why are you standing around looking downtrodden? Well, we were assigned to keep order. There's nothing left to keep. It's all gone to hell in a handbasket. People have lost their minds, stalking armed through the streets. Scaring off thieves is one thing, but this? They're rioting. Can't you hear the shots, Doctor? Their knives are bared. Take one step into the street and you'll be choking in your own blood. I'll keep my windpipe unventilated, thank you very much. I was in a choir before the plague. I've got a 2-shot. If anything happens, I'll give them a scare. A 2-shot? You mean a debutante? That little rattler's more likely to make them laugh, Doctor. No, you need a proper gun here. Ignat, give the Doctor a revolver, will ya? I was wondering what he meant by 2-shot, because I was like, I don't have a gun. I've been collecting bullets, but I don't know what to do with them. So you are armed. What are you scared of, then? It's a matter of principle, Doctor. Life. It's like your liver, right? You only get one, no spares. I'd rather drink it to death myself than let a neighbor stick a knife in it. I told them back when they issued me a gun. I'm gonna keep my hands clean. I'm fine with scaring folks or chasing them off, but killing is where I draw the line. You can keep going if you want, but count on us here. You can keep going if you want, but count us out. Here, I'll give you the revolver. Do you have the ammo for it? We do, but not much. It's a rare commodity. And maybe that's for the best. Shooting just makes noise. It'll only attract more of those fiends. If some thug comes at you, don't get trigger happy. Try threatening him first. Shove the barrel in his face, give him a scare. That'll buy you some time to run. Only 2 things more worth preserving in a riot. Your honor, your neck, and your ammo. That's 3 things. Thanks. For the revolver and the advice. Combat. Oh god. Well, this is a way to die. It's dangerous out here. I must be ready to defend myself with a weapon. It's better to load the gun, but locals don't know if it's loaded. They only see a revolver aimed at them. They're afraid. A shot into the air or the deaths of their fellow riders will frighten them eventually. You don't have to shoot them. If you shoot the other guy next to them, they might freak out. I'm like, well, that's still shooting someone. It's important not to let them realize I'm out of ammo. I can always run away, but only if but only be fast if I use stimulants. Oh boy. Oh boy. I do have bullets. There's my debutante. There's my. Oh yeah, I did have a debutante. Yeah. Does it use different bullets? Oh my god, look at that loading speed. I'm gonna spend more time loading this gun than I did walking here. God. Okay. So I need to reach the back of this entire area. Damn. There's a guy there. You go this way? It is dark. Can't go outside this gate. It's like dark. That doesn't go anywhere. Oh no. Trying to find better routes might just be wasting my time. Holy shit, it's dark, man. Can we like maybe raise the brightness floor a little bit? Other? Large text is unselected, huh? It seems... I'll see what large text looks like. Can you not change brightness settings? Gamma. My bad. There we go. A little more watchable for the moment. Okay, I think anyone that looks like they're standing there with their shoulders squared is like a suspicious guy that might try to attack me. Oh god. That is a lot of them in one big punch. Oh, thank you. You like forcibly turned my camera for a second there? Stop turning my camera. Bruh. No! Stop turning my camera at every single person that threatens me. Get out of here. I'll fucking obliterate you guys. Get the fuck out of my way. It's locked? Wait. Wait, shit. Uh-oh. Pull yourself together. Wake up and take a step back. Can't take any more. Okay. Oh. I think that was... I think I just got suicidal from shooting 2 guys. I probably didn't need to shoot both of them. It could have probably stopped at one. Holy shit. That's a wild bit of expression. When you shoot a guy, they blink out of existence, essentially. Like, edited out of the film. I'm just in the moment. I'm very rushed because we have so little time to try to complete. We're down to our last hour and a half. Like, shit's fucked. So I'm just really trying to succeed here. And it's just like, they weren't running away. And I was like, I don't know what they're gonna do. I might have been able to shoot in the air, though. To get away with not taking the emotional toll. So it was a little... I acted a little faster than I could react to and think about, but... Yeah, it looks like you take a huge moral toll when you shoot somebody, and you're not happy about it. Who's there? Get lost. It's me, Dankovsky. How about you open up? It's not very convenient talking through a door. I started going to the complete, like the Rothgar voice I do. It's me, Dankovsky. How about you open up? It's the fucking Dankovsky throws me off as a name. No. Don't even bother. I'm busy. And besides, there's smoke and fumes in here. It's impossible to stay. Just don't. I really need to talk. It's a matter of life and death. Literally. Dankovsky, I told you, no. I won't let you in. Not today. Come back another day. What on earth is going on in there? None of your business. Don't pry, please. I have a revolver. Reuben, you're lucky it's me. Your hideout was actually under siege by bandits. And what happened to them? I dealt with it. The threat is gone. If you're barricading yourself from bandits, you can relax and let me in. You know better than them. Just another Kain lackey. Even if you only got here the day before yesterday. I came here for Simon Kain. I want to get to the bottom of his death, and I heard you might be able to help with that. Why would I? You were the last person to see Simon. That's what I was told. And you believed them? Reuben, do you realize how suspicious you're acting? The only thing you don't hide is that you have something to hide. Dankovsky, I told you, I have a revolver. Come back tomorrow, or better yet the day after, and I won't have to point it at you. Tomorrow or the day after, you'll have a lot of explaining to do. Okay, so there's no further conversation here, but I successfully made him not die? Young men are on the lookout at Reuben's hideout. Hostile intentions are written all over their faces. Leave them be, and they'll cause trouble. Whoever wants to kill one of the town's last doctors has signed their own death warrant. I need to make sure Reuben is no longer in danger, and if necessary, threaten him myself. Reuben begs for a day or two, and flatly refuses to talk. I could have just let those gentlemen get to him. Isn't that the symbol for failing? Or is it, or do I genuinely come back tomorrow? I'm not sure. Were they using that symbol before? No, that's just what his door looks like. That's why I recognize it. That's the symbol that represents Reuben's door. Okay. I'm like, I've seen that icon before, so I was freaked out. So now if I go back to day 5 again, or if I went to day 4, I should be able to talk to Reuben because he's alive now. So that's canon, I guess, now. So if I have to loop to do other things, I think I can at least leave stuff like that in an unedited form so that it doesn't get changed by my actions. We gotta head to that graveyard now. I want to head there, so hang right, hopefully, and I should be able to get to the rails here. Still very dark, but pumping the gamma definitely made it so at least there's shapes. Okay, I need stimulants. I was so fucking slow just now. Realized a little too late how bad it was. Alright, Mr. Stamanton. Really should have visited you when we were first. Hello. You. Yeah, Grace, the cemetery the cemetery caretaker. The graves were tended by a very young girl, transparent as a blade of grass. She claimed she could speak with the dead, and the townsfolk all believed her. Lethargic, with low attention span. I suspect her mother drank heavily during pregnancy. Oh! Damn.
A good host is grateful to their guests, not the other way around.
I've been waiting for you, but I hoped you would bring some red flowers. Why would I need red flowers? Farkhad likes them best. He's the one you came here for, isn't he? Who is this Farkhad? Farkhad would have smiled at this. The guest from the capital has come to honor his memory, but he doesn't even know his name. That's interesting. What's that supposed to mean? Someone is always following Peter's step. Usually, it's his guilt. Sometimes, the guilt takes on the shape of a man. Looks like today it has come as a doctor. What are you talking about? I'm not a living person. I'm a living person. I'm not embodying anyone's guilt. We are all embodiments of someone's guilt, even if we think we have free will. For example, you've come here. Why? Well, you're chasing Stamanton, and he's running away from you. Why should he be running away from me? He doesn't even know I'm looking for him. He knows everything about himself. Truly, he understands everything. That's why he returns to Farkhad's grave. That's why he drinks Twyrene. That's why he's running. Where is it, anyway, this grave? Maybe he's still there. I might be able to catch up to him. You can see that grave from here, but Peter's not there anymore. There's still Kain's daughter by the grave. Maybe she saw where Peter went. Farkhad. His grave is beautiful, actually. A real work of art. The Stamantons built it as a sign of respect, grief, and remorse. Remorse? Did they wrong him somehow? That I cannot speak of. Farkhad has forbidden it. Well, he forbade it while he was still alive, obviously. Now that he is dead, he might have changed his mind. No. Why? I remember him, and I speak to him just like any other dead person. I just gently lay my cheek to the ground and I can hear voices from below. You'd better not tell things like that to strangers, girl. They might get ideas. Like she's a witch?
Why can't I move on my own?
She's doing great. It's so disgusting that great people inevitably stir up envy in others. You were envious of the twins, and she was envious of Mother. But the earth still allows her to walk upon it, for some reason. Who is you? The one whose tomb we're standing on, Farkad. He did not lack talent, but he always came second. Well, third, if we count the Stammetons as two people. Well, they are two people. Today they are certainly two people. And I'm looking for Peter. Have you seen him by any chance? He was here only yesterday. I couldn't talk to him because I was being constantly distracted by, well, Peter left somewhere west. I hope your town's west is somewhat similar to everyone else's west. Farewell. Is it over for him? No, not quite. Drunk Peter went westward from the cemetery to the steppe. They say the steppe is boundless, but I doubt he will get far. So just right down here, Crowstone. Huh. I don't have time for this display spy. Oh fuck, I'm down to half an hour. Where's the exit? I'm on my way still, okay. Jesus, shit. So this has not gone as planned. It's weird figuring out how to spend time when time passes so abstractly in this game. With the way that, it's different from the previous games. There's travel time, which was always there, but travel time was happening literally in the first two games, because you literally had to travel. In the other games, you also time didn't move during conversations, and it's clearly moving during conversations in this game. I think that during conversations, it moves in a Disco Elysium sort of way, like it's not based on time passing in real life. It's about instead every time I click on something, either like a minute or 30 seconds passes or something. It's a weird experience. Oh no, where is he? Is that him? With the bulls? Are you communing with the bulls, mister? Oh, you're not him. What are you doing wandering around here, Amshen? I'm going to remember your face. If a single bull of mine goes missing, I'm holding you to answer. I wonder if, because it's a time loop, do I have to teach the Bachelor all the information again? Or if I play today again, will he have my most recent information and be able to just skip to the end of this quest chain as a result? Give it a rest. What would I want with your bowls? How would I even steal one? Put it in my pocket? You tell me. First it's people wandering about, and then my bowls go missing. And don't ask me to sell you one either. My bowls are not for sale. Well, they do the steppe people sacrifice bowls. You know if they got yours? I'm looking for Peter Stammeton. Perhaps you know each other? Not really. We say hello to each other sometimes. I mean, I say Seun U, and he nods. Sometimes he comes to watch the bulls. It's a mood he has. He comes to the Crowstone. To the Crowstone, you say? Just now, too. He sat, digging under it. Then he came up to me and asked if I had bandages, and I looked at him and saw he'd sliced his hand open on something, and was dripping blood. See there, Amshen? He bled all over the ground. Did he say where he was going? He didn't have to say it. The flank is where he usually goes when he leaves here. The flank? The part of the town up north by the riverbank. A mate of mine lives over there. He sees Stammenton Akai there often. I see. Thank you. What the fuck you mean, the flank? God, fuck. Literally all... Okay. This quest feels designed for you to fail it. Like, it's so many steps. It's such a comical amount of traveling. So many things that are happening today. It feels like they expect me to fuck it up and have to then deal with whatever the time travel mechanics are in terms of like how it handles you coming back the next day to try again. Because holy shit, man. So is he digging under the rock because he stashes something here, or did he bleed everywhere because he does a ritual here? I don't see anything dug up necessarily. There's no way. There's no way I make it, right? Unless the day doesn't end at midnight immediately. Oh, does it not immediately end at midnight? Our blooded fugitive escaped to the flank district. What can he possibly need there? So the plot has thickened slightly. I don't seem to have been forced to lose yet. So now I have the question of when does a day end in this game? Because I don't know. Let's see if I had to talk to the bartender or something to wrap up this, or maybe talk to the dancer again with my diagnosis. I might have mistaken something like that.
A man's nerves can only take so much.
Hey, while you were back there toying with my dancing girl, I remembered they opened some deranged lab in the capital to exterminate death. It was called something funny. Erotica, maybe. Heard of it? Right up your alley. That's my laboratory. Huh. You're flying high. It makes the fall that much more painful. I plan to fly for a while yet, thank you. If I can make it out of this town in time, at least. You see, you and I are not just fellow students, we're fellow sufferers. My creations are also on the kill list. For, what was it? Intellectual extremism and anti-humanism. I've been checking in occasionally, curious to what else they'd try to chop up. I don't just mean the architecture. And here we both are in the wake of those measures. The polyhedron of Damocles hanging over my lodgings. That's one of your creations too, isn't it? Recognize my signature style, did you? It's mine, all right. Mostly my brother's, though. He's a genius. A shining brilliance. I should introduce the two of you. Though can wait for now. Tell me, what did you think of my dancing girl? I do hope you're asking me as a doctor. What? You mean you'd refuse to answer as a customer? What exactly did you presume? Come now. I'm a whole ethnographic museum here, you could say. Heard of the herb brides yet? With their bare feet, they touch the earth, and the earth bears the twire. Then I bear it down into fantastic liquor. Everyone's happy. Dancing at a pub, for an audience, is not the same thing as dancing at the steppe, I'd say. What? Getting all holier than thou on me? I don't drag anyone in here by the throat. They come on their own. So, what about the dancing girl? I thought you wanted to check out how she's doing after the dead gruel. I'm not quite sure about the dead girl. The dead gruel. I don't think she's showing signs of the plague, but I'd give her the day off anyway. She's sick with something else. But it's not the plague. Anything else can be cured, and you're just the man to do it. What do you say? Will you treat our Kulan? Wait, did you say Kulan? I know that name. She said she was in love, and he wasn't a man of the steppe. Andre, how do I count it? Tomorrow. She'll die of the plague tomorrow, and the next day I'll meet her lover at the warehouses. The name reveals it. So this is somebody that we've already heard of before, and because we're experiencing the timeline out of order, we have the answer in advance. Dankovsky. And you're telling me you didn't try Twirene? Maybe you don't need it with that head of yours. Do you hear yourself? You just assured me Kulan has some malady other than the sand plague, and now you're raving sheer nonsense. I need to take a breath. You told me Kulan walked through a plague district to see her lover. Her lover's a bandit, is she not? He just looks the part. As kind of soul as you're like to find. All bark, no bite. You know what he calls you, medical lot? Sawbones. I learned that word from him. Yep. They planted that seed. Big city Sawbones. That's him. He's the one that told me Kulan died from the plague. But she's standing right here, as alive as they come. Really, Dankovsky, take a seat maybe. Rest a little. You're spouting some high-caliber nonsense. Is it your lack of sleep talking? Or do you have a little too much of the good stuff? Yes, I'm rambling from lack of sleep. All I meant to say is that I suspect Kulan has the plague after all. How's that? You're making my head spin. What about the other malady you found? Was that a mistake? No. She's infected with something else, and it slows down the plague. It's just a hypothesis, needs testing. But it would explain everything. The whole peculiar clinical picture. Huh. I figured the healthier you are, the better your chances of survival. Turns out the plague gobbles down the sick more slowly. Not to her taste, perhaps. It's the fucking Mr. Burns syndrome. Only those suffering from infectious diseases, I think. The onset of the first infection is more acute, and we don't see any signs of the plague. For a while, at least. So what now? You make Kulan your lab rat and shut down my pub? Don't let anyone new inside, and don't let anyone who's already here leave. I know you can handle that. And keep an eye on those who've had the most contact with Kulan. Look at you, old bossy. Did you learn that from directing test tubes back in the capital? Did they goose step for you like good little soldiers? They sure did. By the way, I'd like a sample of this dead gruel, and you'd better destroy the rest of your stock for your own sake. Oh my god, my mania, calm down. Jesus Christ. I don't know if this dialogue system makes any sense to me, honestly, as a survival mechanic. Like, holy shit, the effect it had on my stats. It's not Sandpest. Andre no longer has the vaccine. What? Okay, it's supposed to be vaccine in quotes, right? And not vaccine not in quotes. Only that one's supposed to be there. Andre no longer has the vaccine. The dancer is being isolated. It appears that Staventon is no longer in imminent danger. Oh, sancta simplicitas. The authorities in town hall should be informed that Vlad the Younger is poisoning people. You can't stop the epidemic with this folk remedy. Okay. Whoa, is everything wrapped up? Everything? Bad Grief dies tomorrow. Vlad the Younger is taking the charge. Not really attached to a specific day. Huh. It does say I have unfinished business at Town Hall, and I still need to get to Peter. So today's not necessarily done, but all the glowing red stuff is definitely gone. That's trippy.